Hello, hello, hello. I hope all of the saints of the living God, I also hope the ain'ts who do God are doing well. Also, give you guys a little while to come on into the room. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, and as you come on, type in the comments where you are watching from. I just felt alive in my spirit. I'm so churchy, y'all. And I wanted to go live because I had a little gem, no pun intended, that popped up in a Bible study that I just got out of a little while ago. So I wanted to come on and share with you guys. And I'm trying to make myself do more lives. Pray my strength in the Lord. Hello, Maggie. Please share this, you guys. Invite your friends to come on in. I know certain people hate to say, come in the room. We are literally not in the same room, and this is not even a Facebook room. This is a Facebook Live. Oh, so welcome to my room and to my live. Give you guys a little bit longer to come on. The title of this, good evening, Maggie. The title of this is coal, rock, or turd, which is not a word I use often. I'm sure you can guess which of those three words is not a word I use often. But it just popped up tonight. So yes, we're going to be discussing coal, rock, or turd. Coal, rocks, or turds, and I will give you guys a little bit longer to come on. In the meanwhile, you can look at my cute little mug. I love this mug. It's not new, but I love it. Every coffee and or tea lover should have an amazing coffee mug / teacup collection. Am I right? Am I right? I think they actually have subscription boxes for that now, which I may have to check out, depending on how deep my obsession goes with that. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about coal, rocks, or turds. And I'm probably going to be a junior high girl and giggle when I say that word because it's hilarious. This is just what it is. But we were talking about purpose tonight in my ladies' Bible study. And hey, Venetia, I hope I said that right. And I said turd, yes. I told y'all it's funny. And if y'all are laughing in the comments, I'm going to be laughing over here. Yes, coal, rocks, or turd. And we were talking, well, I sort of focused on the category of relationships when we were talking about purpose and knowing your purpose, because I'm doing this Bible study with my friend. I'm in it. She's leading it, called Women of Purpose and Power. So this is a 90-day devotional written by the illustrious Dr. Miles Monroe. And so we were talking about purpose, and there's an example in one of the days of a woman who was like 56 and heard a sermon by Dr. Miles and was like, I didn't know my purpose, you know. Actually, let me see what she actually said. Let me make it plain for y'all. It said, a woman came up to me after the service and said, I'm 56-year-old brother. Where were you 56 years ago? And I asked, what do you mean? She replied, you're the first person ever to come into my life and help me understand that I have a reason for living and I can't give an account for 56 years right now. Which is insane all by itself. But the way the conversation was going, it just really got me thinking about relationships, like romantic relationships, and which is always a fun topic depending on the nature of that specific conversation. But I was thinking about something I saw in one of my girlfriend's stories a while back. And the lady was saying, you know, she's married and she has babies. And she's like, oh my God, what is my purpose? Now, I'm grateful that the woman likely was not 56 years old and asking that question. And it's not too late for you if you are 56 or 86 asking that question, because there's a reason God put it in you to want to ask that question. He has placed eternity in your heart. So what you do that serves eternity is going to pop up at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later. And when I saw that woman asking about her purpose, I was utterly horrified. I'm not, like, no shade to the woman. I'm not knocking her, but I was personally horrified. As a single woman, hey, brother-in-law, as a single woman who is 34, about to be 35, November 14th, so y'all got a few months to prepare, okay? This is my last big birthday before 40, God help me, okay? Like, I'm single, and one of the really big questions, especially as a woman, and it was a women's Bible study, is like, what is my purpose? Because if I don't know my purpose, I can't decide. Like, I have no filter, no specific personalized filter by which to gauge if you are a good life partner for me. I have no proper gauge to know if what is on your life aligns with what is on my life, because I don't know what's on my life if I don't know my purpose. Does that make sense, y'all? It's just crazy. And so, and again, no shade to that lady. Whenever you wake up is when you wake up. Hopefully you've already woken up. If you haven't, when you're hearing this, hopefully now will be your wake-up call to say, Father in heaven, literally, what is my purpose? Because as Dr. Miles would say, if you have questions about the object or the creation, like, you have to go to the creator, you have to go to the manufacturer of that object to ask, what is the purpose? You have to go to the manual, the manual, which is the Word of God, you know? And so, what is my purpose? And it just amazes me. One of the ladies was talking about how she went out to eat with some girlfriends a while back, and one was getting married, and I forget what the other one's situation was, and, you know, she was just sharing about, you know, how important your purpose is, and as that relates to romantic relationships. And I see y'all getting off because I'm talking about serious stuff. But which is fine. Whoever needs to hear this will hear this. And she was saying her friend just kind of tore into her and was very defensive because she was talking about purpose and how it's important for you to know your purpose before you get married. And it's like, what are we literally doing if we are not? And I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about, no, personally, I don't, for my life, for me, myself, and I, for the household of DesireeMMondesir, I don't do recreationally dating, and I don't knock people who do. That's your thing. It will never be my thing. It has never been my thing. I argued my marriage and the family professor down in college because I do not believe in recreational dating. Y'all do it, enjoy it. It won't be me out here doing it. It's not a sin. It's just something, because I know me. And so I'm not going to be out here just going on dates just to go on a date. What you're not about to do is waste my time. That's what you're not about to do. Okay? Thanks. And I'm not going to waste your time. So the important foundation of that, especially when you're talking about a serious dating relationship, and I know people have different definitions. When I say dating, I'm talking about being in an actual relationship, what a lot of people would call courtship, because I'm not dating you, like going on multiple dates and building a relationship with you, if marriage isn't the goal or the strong possibility. Like, I have to see myself potentially married to you, someone like you, blah, 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 to say, okay, I think this could work. I will spend my time, invest my time, because it is an investment in this department. And so what is my purpose? Men, fellas, brothers, sons of the Most High God. What is your purpose? I heard somebody say years ago, there's this guy who was interested in dating this chick, and he was like really, really wanting to date her. And she was like, you're asking me to follow you, but I don't know where you're going. She didn't know where he was going because he didn't know where he was going. So it's like, how dare you ask me to follow you and you don't know where you're going? It's like, you wouldn't get in the car. Most people would not get in the car with someone else for a road trip and not know the destination. How do you pack? How do you prepare? What do I need? Do I need stilettos? Do I need tennis shoes? Do I own tennis shoes? Probably not. Like, it's me. Like, do I need jeans? Do I need dresses? Do I need a coat? Like, what do I need? Because I can't prepare properly if I don't know the destination. And I absolutely love Darius Daniels and his teachings on relationships. And one of the things he said before, his description of a soulmate was, and please share this as you guys are coming on and let me know where you're watching from. Drop your little comments in the comment section. One of the things he says, his definition of a soulmate is someone who is suitable for my soul and necessary for my purpose. I'll say it again. Suitable for my soul and necessary for my purpose. And he gives this this illustration of two people, getting in a car and driving together. And it's like, you look up one day and you're just like, where are we going? Like, if the Lord, I'll just use geographic locations since we're using the example of a road trip. If the Lord told me to go to Dallas, why am I in a car with you driving to New York? Makes no sense. If he told me to go to Des Moines, Iowa, my birth town, my hometown, why am I going to LA? If he told me to go to Louisiana, why am I going to Montana? At least if you know your purpose, you can make a conscious decision to not go where you're supposed to go, like Jonah. But if you don't even know what the mandate on your life is, what are you doing? You out here just wasting time, wasting resources, wasting energy. You could be building something substantial for your life, for your marriage, for your career, for your children, for your legacy, for the Lord. But you out here just kicking it. I mean, as long as y'all are both clear that you're kicking it, I mean, you're consenting adults, whatever, and I'm not talking about fornication, okay? Not advocating for that, definitely. But what is your purpose? What's your purpose? And then the illustration came to me initially of just a picture of like what looks like two rocks. But one is a piece of coal, which we know with the proper pressure, with the proper environment and circumstances, is meant to become a diamond, and often will become a diamond, right? And then, when tests and trials come, when you're put in the crucible of life, what happens? The diamond pops out. But if you didn't know your purpose, and if you didn't listen to the Holy Ghost in your choosing, and if purpose just wasn't a part of your conversation, which I don't understand how people go on dates and get in relationships and don't ask questions. Like, what are you doing? Do you go to movies the whole time? Like, I don't understand. Whatever. You look up one day and find out you married to a rock. Because a piece of coal can look like a rock. To many people, it is a rock. But when you're growing and maturing, maturity is the difference between a wheat and a tare. That's a different conversation for a different day. But when you're growing and learning and maturing. You're growing in stature and favor with God and man. You're growing in your purpose. You're developing the fruit of the Spirit. You're developing the gifts and the talents and the skills the Lord has given you. And you look up one day during a pandemic, stuck at home, and you're like, oh my God, I married a rock. I thought we were the same. I thought we were similar, but I married a rock. And I'm not talking about the Rock of Ages, okay? I'm not talking about the chief cornerstone. I'm talking about the rock that goes on this finger in the name of Jesus, okay? I'm talking about an actual rock, not even a geode, a rock, okay? Hey, sister. And it's crazy. And I think a lot of people in this pandemic are figuring out, oh my God, I married something completely different than what I thought I did. You know, and you could even speak to the divorce rate. I thought I had enough information going into the situation. And again, ask questions, especially women. Ask questions when you're dating someone, please, because that's how you filter and decide, is this person good for me? And it's more so important for us because we are the ones who have the burden of submission. Now, there's mutual submission and all that, but at the end of the day, y'all, let's just tell the truth. We're the ones who are supposed to submit. So our choice, primarily, it's not to say you lose your mind or you lose your will, because you do not when you get married. Let's be intelligent thinking human beings. Your big choice, though, is whether or not to say I do. Because when you say I do, when you continue in this relationship from courtship to engagement to marriage, you're saying I'm submitting to what God has called you to do. I'm sorry, I just got a call. So I won't be on here long. You're submitting to what God has called that person to do, not just what he's called you to do. And if you marry the wrong man, if you don't know his purpose, he's a lid. Men are not the one, and that's not to say men should be stuck in their ways and stubborn. Stubborn is as the sin of idolatry, okay? But women are more naturally adaptable. That's why we're just so amazing, okay? Men are amazing too in a different way. But we have to be able to say, okay, what is on your life? And can I submit to that? Because if you can't, if you have no interest in it, then you don't say I do. You don't marry them. And it doesn't matter, you know, if your parents are like, where's my grandbabies? If your girlfriends are all getting married and you're feeling the pressure, or you're getting a certain age, or, you know, certain gray hairs start popping up. Because would you rather be married to a rock, or God forbid, a turd that you thought was a rock that looked like a piece of coal, but it is a turd? I said we're talking about coal, rocks, and turds, y'all. Coal, rock, and turd. And so think about that. Think about that as you are thinking about the dating process, as you are in the midst of the dating, relationship, courtship process. Just because you didn't get married doesn't mean it was a failure. And I know it feels like one, but it doesn't mean the process was a failure, because if you dodged a bullet, that's amazing on your part. Like, good looking out, God. I dodged a bullet. God blocked it. Whatever. So, are you married to a coal, a rock, or a turd? Are you dating a piece of coal, a rock, or a turd? Are you engaged to a piece of coal, a rock, or a turd? Are you a coal, a piece of coal, a rock, or a turd? I do not use the word turd often, and shall not. And hopefully you all will not hold it against me. I didn't want to be on here long. I'm hungry. Y'all know I'm always hungry. And I just did a 2-hour Bible study. So I'm really hungry because I did not eat before. But that's all. Leave your comments below. Maybe I'll pop back later. We'll see. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. But I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye-bye.